It was still dawn when I stepped out of the cab and walked towards the entry gate of the Delhi airport. The early morning February air was pleasantly cold. I was traveling to Bangalore to attend the college friend's wedding. It had been 4 years since we graduated from the same college. This wedding was also going to be a sort of a reunion of our batchmates. But what I didn't know was that the reunion would begin much ahead of time, right in the queue in front of the airline counter. I was almost sure it was she. Same height, same long hair, same complexion. Curiosity had my eyes glued to her. And then about 60-odd seconds later, when she turned, she proved me right. My ex-girlfriend stood 2 places ahead of me in that queue. We had never met after the college farewell. It was Celia, all right. A wave of passion ran through me from head to toe like an electric current. My goodness. I thought I had forgotten all about her. The same aristocratic look all around her. What did my cousin say about her when he saw her at my place? Arabian horse. Yes. She looked like a true Arabian horse fit enough to be ridden upon only by a prince. Only she looked now more majestic than ever before. I really did not know how to react. One moment I thought I'll just beat the people in the queue and give her a hug. But I held myself back. What if she yelled at me like the last time she did? What did she say then? Behave yourself, Sunda. Don't act like a kid. Even Mum used to like her so much. Mom said she looked like Katrina Kaif. The same features like the Bollywood actress, tall and graceful like a queen. Mom had a fascination about Bollywood actresses, especially Katrina. Damn it. If only I was a little taller. Celia was bigger than me by a clear 1 inch. This was one of those things that were bothering her when we were in love. I tried everything I could, from doing push-ups to even height increasing pills, to get rid of that problem. Not that it bothered me so much in the beginning. But then she had begun to get paranoid about it after the first few months. We had vowed that we wanted each other for good. She was a clear 5 feet and 8 inches when she held her head high. I used to joke that she should look at the many famous people of the world. The princes of Saudi Arabia, the king of Jordan, and many other couples. Even Michelle Obama was taller than her husband. You remember the Shah of Iran? His wife, what was her name? We could have been like them. But sadly that was not to be. Then how the hell did she like me so much to even fall in love with me in the first place? And believe me, I had asked her many times about it. It was always, because you are so cute and goody-goody. 4 years had passed by and not a day there was that I did not think about her every night. Like a lovesick idiot I had cried on the pillow. And to think I did not even make a scene as to why she had dumped me. Dad was more upset than even me. He called her a bitch. All these thoughts raced in my mind as I stood in the line for the check-in. I had forced myself not to contact her for the last 4 years. These wretched airports in India. Delhi must be the worst. If ever you want to travel by air, don't ever think of going by Indian Airlines. This must be last in the line of best airlines in the world. I had even resolved that I would wring the neck of the woman in the counter the next time I chose Indian Airlines. And here I was again. I just could not get tickets on any other airline. I had originally planned not to go to Bangalore for the wedding. But Ajay was a dear pal when we were in college. I took the decision only yesterday about going after he had pressed me about it. I did not think even for a moment that I would see Celia again. Ajay was not close to her as I was. I heard she had moved to Mumbai. I had decided not to care anything about her after she broke off from me. Even her name was taboo in our family. Soon the line moved on. I could clearly see that Celia had finished everything. I saw her walking with her gate pass on hand to the lounge where we get to sit before we boarded the plane. Gosh, how much I wanted to talk to her. In the end I decided I'll wait till we were seated on our seats for the flight. What if she insulted me again? It was 4 years since we parted. I wanted her more than ever before. She seemed even more beautiful. Don't be a fool. You won't be able to take it one more time, you asshole, I said to myself. Maybe I should wait till the flight took off and take courage to walk up to her to see how she reacted. We were on a flight. She will not be able to make a scene even if she wanted while we were on the flight. It would be great to feel her presence close by after 4 years. And so I waited. I was one of the last people to cross the terminal onto the plane. It was the rear entrance. I quickly found my seat in the last few seats. Actually, this was the block in the middle. And there was Celia just a few rows to the front working on the seat belts. Obviously she could not see me. As I sat while we were flying to Bangalore, I thought more about Celia and me. She was my father's friend's daughter. She was the last of the 4 sisters. As children we were close and met very often in social functions like concerts. Dad was the secretary of an organization that arranged programs like music, dance and drama here in Delhi. Her father was the president. To be honest, everyone thought I would go for one of her elder sisters. But it did not happen that way. I was sissy and shy with these girls, and maybe that was what attracted me to Celia. When I had the courage to do what next, I decided that I will send a greeting card to all of them. I did not want the older girls to know that I was gunning for Celia. So I had a brainwave and sent 3 separate cards to all the girls. The oldest had gone away married to another guy to live in the United States. I had written "Guess Who" as my message to all the 3 girls. The older girls did not think much about it. But Celia knew it was for her, and we had a big laugh about it when we met again. That was just the beginning of my exciting love affair with her. Soon we were going steady. We did not go out alone except when I dropped her home in our car after a concert. One thing led to another and we were madly in love. And then it began. You are shorter than me. You are thin. Look at me. People are going to say we are an odd couple, she had said. I tried my best to convince her it was okay, at least for me. And I tried what I could about my weight and height. When she saw I was not changing much both in height and weight, that's when she started having more of those doubts. My studies suffered. When we met during those odd concerts, she had begun to grow cold at me. How could she do this to me? I remembered with great fondness the only love letter she had written to me. She had said, "My dear darling, you are just like your name. I am writing this quick note on the way to my basketball practice. I just wanted to tell you that I have always loved you, I always love and will always love you. No matter what. Please try to be kind to me. Please concentrate on your studies, but don't ever forget me. I need you now more than anything else in the world. Don't call home. Dad is getting suspicious. I don't want to tell him about us yet. Your ever-loving Celia." But when I think about it now, she would never allow me to take the initiative about anything. It was always like she was the one who touched my hand while I was driving the car with her sitting by my side. If I tried to hold her, she would quickly back off. How could a woman who was like that break off from me like that? All that she ever said was we were both very young to take ourselves seriously. And the lovesick sourpuss that I was, I did not scream or do anything like what a jilted lover in my circumstances would do. When I had pressed her a little, she had replied, "Behave yourself, Sundar. Don't act like a kid." I had no choice but to forget her. Even her name was forbidden in our house. Dad, who knew all along what was going on, did not rake up the issue with her father. But soon I had joined my dad's business as a partner. It was better to get settled in my career first. With all these thoughts racing through my mind, I had drifted off to sleep in my seat. I don't know for how long, but I was awakened by the sound of the captain announcing on the microphone. "This is your Captain Bradford informing you that we will soon land in Bangalore. Please fasten your seat belts. Hope you had a good journey. Thank you." When I opened my eyes, I felt someone had touched me to hold my arm. I knew who it was. I could never forget that touch. It was Celia, all right. "Hello Sundar. How have you been?" "Now don't get too excited. I had made sure with Ajay that you were coming for his wedding. I saw you even at the Delhi airport." I was speechless for more than a minute. I was surprised to see her was all I could say. "We will meet at the wedding. I am staying with my cousin," she said. "That's fine," I replied. She hurried back to her seat to fasten her seat belt. Before that she slipped a note in my shirt pocket. I dared not read it until I reached the hotel. She left from the airport without even asking me where I was staying. I was staying at the hotel Residency. Ajay was paying for it. While on the way in the taxi I could not resist to read what she had written. But even I was not expecting this. She had written, "I am still available for you. If you want me. Celia." Friends. Can you make out what this meant? I was on cloud 9.